And our garden guy, Charlie Stocker, is here, even though he's a little sniffly, but he's here. He's ready to take your calls.
We'll make it.
You will. Well, hang on there, Charlie.
That's right.
Well, Mila from Petersburg is on the phone for you. Good morning, Mila.
Good morning, Mila.
Hello.
Good morning. While they're fixing that in there, I just want to mention the fact that we're getting a lot of emails coming into Hey Garden Guy, Charlie Stocker on Facebook, and people are wanting us to come to their gardens and their landscapes, and we're setting up times that we can go and just do some filming to put back on Hey Garden Guy, Charlie Stocker. And right now we're doing Master Gardeners
yes.
On their display garden, and soon you will be seeing Grant Hartman's Arboretum. Grant and Gene Hartman's Arboretum out on the west side, which is phenomenal.
Can't wait to see it.
If you want blueberries, go to Grant Hartman's Arboretum. Oh my gosh, do they have the blueberries. Okay, nonetheless.
All right, Mila, are you there?
Are you there?
Yes, I am.
All right.
How are you?
What's your question,
Yes,
my dear?
I am. How are you?
We are fine. How are you?
I was wanting to know, is it too late to...
Too late to what?
Too late to trim holly bushes?
No, it's not.
Trim holly bushes.
Yeah. Here's the deal on holly bushes. You can trim them, and my whole thought process of trimming plants is to allow them to be as natural as possible, and that's when they become most healthy. But you can trim them now, and I wouldn't use head shears. I would use hand clippers because you get more of a natural look that way. If you have holly trees, your best bud sets for holly trees are trimming them in November. And guess what? You can use the berries and the foliage for the inside decorations for Christmas. So for holly trees, your best bud sets come in November. If you want to trim your hollies now, and the rule of thumb is that when the new growth is the same color as the old growth, that's when it's time that you can trim those.
And how far back, Charlie? I think that's one of the questions people have with it. When they just start cutting away, how do you know how much you're cutting?
The lighter the trimming, the better, unless you've placed it in the wrong place and it's totally outgrowing the area around
crazy,
you. Yeah. And then a good landscaping should last. I say a good landscaping. A landscaping is programmed to last about 7 years without doing major overhaul. So, but a light trimming, that's what I really want people to hear me say, a light trimming on everything. The more natural you can have the plant look, the healthier it is, and the more beautiful.
Now, should you use those clippings for mulch? Can you grind those up?
You
and
sure
use
can. You can grind them up. You can put them in your compost. But mulching, putting them back down around the base of the plants, and then they become organic material over a period of time.
Rather than just throwing them away.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm totally against that. I'm for composting and reusing all of that material.
Because it's organic material.
Yeah, and even weeds, believe it or not, weeds you can put in the compost, and it gets up, a good hot compost pile will get up to 115, 120 degrees, and that'll kill the weed seed. But then you've got all that green nitrogen material from the weeds that basically makes more compost.
That's why we call you the expert, Charlie. Yeah. Martha from Owensboro is here on the phone.
Morning, Martha.
Good morning, Charlie. How are you?
Good morning.
I wanted to ask you about the hydrangeum. It's in the shade. It don't get all day sun, and the blooms are turning, they look like they're sunburnt. Is that just mainly too from the heat?
What kind of plant is it? Hydrangea.
The hydrangea. It's in, my little hydrangea is in full bloom, and I was just wondering about why is the blooms turning like a rust color, like of course getting too much heat?
Okay, and it's in a full sun. Okay, it's in a full sun.
She said it does get some shade.
Oh, it does get some shade. And the blooms look like they're being scorched. The only thing I can think of is the sun coming down on the blooms and it just being too much for them. And I don't know what the answer to that would be. It sounds it's environmental. I don't have an answer for why it's that way, but I would guess that it's the heat scorch.
All right.
It's the sun scorch.
We'll be back with more Charlie right after this. Don't go away.